Have you ever wondered how two people can experience the same situation so differently? Why does one person view rain as an annoying disruption while another sees its beauty and tranquility? Or consider a bustling city street. Some may find it exhilarating, a vibrant hub of activity and opportunity, while others might feel overwhelmed by its noise and chaos. These contrasting viewpoints highlight a fascinating aspect of our human experience, the diversity of our perceptions. In this video, we delve into the art of seeing the world through different lenses. The world is an incredibly complex puzzle of experiences, opinions, and beliefs. And it's this variety that enriches our lives. We're going to explore how we can broaden our outlook and understand the viewpoints of others better. Join us on a journey to discover the value of looking at the world from various angles. We'll uncover why it's so crucial to appreciate multiple viewpoints and how we can train ourselves to be more adaptable in our thinking. Let's start from the beginning. Why is it even important to change perspectives? The answer lies in the nature of our world and experiences. Each of us sees the world through the prism of our own experiences, values, and beliefs. These individual prisms color our perception and influence how we respond to the world around us. What do you see when you look at this picture? Do you see a duck or a rabbit? You can actually recognize both. It's just a question of perspective. Pause the video and look at the image longer if you cannot see both animals yet. It's the same with our life experiences. By learning to change perspectives, we discover new aspects and dimensions in situations we might have previously seen as straightforward. Philosopher John Stuart Mill once said, "He who knows only his own side of the case knows little of that." These words highlight the importance of engaging with different perspectives. It's not about always agreeing or changing your own view, but about developing a deeper understanding of the world's complexity. Changing perspectives also allows us to be more empathetic. By viewing the world through the eyes of others, we can better understand why people think and act the way they do. This understanding is crucial for building bridges and resolving conflicts, whether in personal relationships, the workplace, or global contexts. In summary, changing perspectives is a key skill in our increasingly complex world. It allows us not only to broaden our own perception but also to respect and appreciate that of others. And that's exactly what we'll look at more closely in the next part of our video, learning to adopt different viewpoints. Now that we understand why it's important to expand our perspective, the question is, how can we practically learn to view things from different angles? Here are some steps that can help you. First, active listening. This is key to understanding other perspectives. Try not to focus on what you want to say next in conversations. Instead, really listen to understand, not just to respond. Imagine what it would be like to walk in the other person's shoes. Second, question your assumptions. Often, it's our preconceived opinions that prevent us from recognizing new perspectives. Ask yourself, why do I think this way about this topic? Is there another way to look at it? Third, be curious. Curiosity is the engine of learning. Actively seek information outside your usual area of interest. Read books, watch documentaries, or talk to people from different cultures and walks of life. Fourth, practice empathy. Try to understand the feelings and motivations of others, even if they differ from yours. Empathy isn't about agreement, but rather a tool to appreciate the context and experiences of others. Fifth, regularly reflect on your experiences. Take time to think about your interactions and reactions. What could you learn from different viewpoints? How might others interpret your actions? Sixth, embrace challenges. Confront situations that are outside your comfort zone. This could be as simple as attending an event on an unfamiliar topic or engaging in a discussion with someone who holds a contrary opinion. And finally, be patient with yourself. Changing perspectives is a skill that requires time and practice. Don't expect to become a master of versatility overnight. But every effort in this direction is a step towards deeper understanding and richer life experience. Before we move on to our specific examples, I invite you to a brief self-reflection. Think about a recent situation or discussion. How could you have viewed it from a different perspective? What might you have understood or felt differently? Let's illustrate the practice of changing perspectives with a concrete example: climate change. This topic has gained importance in recent years and clearly shows how viewpoints can vary and why it's important to understand them. Imagine hearing two discussions on the environmental crisis. In one, it is seen as the most pressing crisis of our time. Arguments focus on scientific data showing significant increases in global temperatures and the rise of extreme weather events. This perspective emphasizes the need for immediate action to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to inevitable changes. In the other discussion, climate change is portrayed as an overblown issue. Here, economic and political arguments are brought up, like the importance of the economy and concerns over the costs and feasibility of major environmental policy changes. This viewpoint underscores worries that hasty actions against climate change could be economically harmful. Both sides have their valid points and concerns. Changing perspectives allows us to grasp the complexity of the issue. It's not about deciding which side is right or wrong, but about getting a more comprehensive picture. We can see that a balance is needed between environmental protection and economic stability, and the solution may not lie in an either-or but in a smart combination of various approaches. This kind of perspective change challenges us to go beyond our own beliefs and seek solutions that consider a wider range of interests and concerns. It helps us engage in dialogues based on understanding and compromise rather than confrontation and polarization. Another instructive example of the value of changing perspectives is the examination of capitalism. This economic system, based on free markets and private entrepreneurship, is often viewed very differently depending on the viewer's perspective. From one side, capitalism is lauded as the engine of progress and innovation. Proponents of this perspective emphasize how competition promotes efficiency, drives technological innovations, and ultimately raises the standard of living for many people. They argue that capitalism fosters individual freedom and entrepreneurial spirit, leading to a dynamic and prosperous society. On the other side, capitalism is critically viewed, especially regarding the inequalities it can create. Critics highlight how the system leads to a concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a small elite, while many others are left with limited opportunities and resources. They point out the negative impacts on the environment and the tendency for labor exploitation, calling for a fairer and more sustainable economic system. By looking at both sides of this debate, we can better understand the complexity of the issue. Changing perspectives allows us to recognize the strengths and weaknesses of capitalism and to consider what a more balanced economic system might look like. It's about combining the positive aspects, like innovation and efficiency, with the need for social justice and sustainability. So the act of trying to see the world differently challenges us to move beyond black-white thinking and seek solutions that accommodate diverse interests and needs. Another much-discussed example that is well-suited for illustrating the value of changing perspectives is religion. The way people view religion and spirituality varies immensely and offers a rich field for differences of opinions. From one viewpoint, religion is often seen as a source of comfort, moral guidance, and community. For many people, faith provides answers to some of life's biggest questions and serves as a compass for ethical behavior. In this perspective, religion is seen as a unifying force that brings people together and gives them a sense of purpose in life. From another viewpoint, however, religious belief is viewed critically, perhaps as a source of conflict and division. Skeptics highlight how religious extremism can lead to intolerance and violence, and how certain belief systems may undermine scientific findings or lead to social exclusion. In this viewpoint, religion is seen as a potentially dividing element that can undermine rational thought and individual freedoms. Changing perspectives on religion allows us to appreciate the diversity and depth of human experience. It helps us to understand the importance of faith for many people while also recognizing the challenges and problems it can bring. This approach fosters a deeper understanding and respect for the beliefs of others, even if they differ from our own. By learning to see the world through the eyes of others, we can build bridges and develop a deeper sense of connection and understanding in our increasingly diverse world. Understanding the various facets of religious belief is a great example of how changing perspectives can help us think and act more empathetically and inclusively. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating inspiring content that gives you more clarity.